another Undead versus Orc. That will be beginning on Tidehunters. Infi here going with the Blade Master build, which surprises me a little bit. Infi, I would have expected to play more Farseer. Farseer still seems very playable in this matchup, unlike against Night Elf. But here it is, the Blade Master instead. Blade Master, Headhunters, with 1-0 going DK Ghouls, as is the norm. And Infi seems to try to hunt items at the start here, going from one green camp to the next. Trying to pick up level 2 quickly. Get a couple of small items. Hasn't found anything good yet, which is a little bit unlucky. The great thing with mirror images, you can let the mirror images tank the creeps, and so you have no heal cells that you need to purchase for a long time. That allows for a faster tech, saving on gold. And we need both so far. I'm trying to go on to a little item hunt. Oh. Even pulling out the Null camp here, that's kind of cool. Getting a lot of experience early on. Are both heroes just creeping for the time being. DK about to get another item and get level 3 from this camp. Getting 3 faster than the Blade Master. Oh, double claws, double gloves. That is really good for 1-0. Infi sees it quickly, reacts quickly with the Headhunter. That's good. One burrow, though, here is going to be in trouble. TP home by Infi. Does not want to have his burrows in jeopardy. And does save him. Easy TP forced by 1-0 here. Oh, that Headhunter is dead. Normally we see Orcs try to harass in the early game, because if the DK gets level 3 quickly, exactly this becomes quite dangerous. Lich second. Oh, and almost a surround. Oh, oh, dude, he almost had him locked in. That would have perhaps been the kill. But then again, with the invul, maybe could have fought out. The DK actually has crazy high right click here. Normally not known to be a right click hero, but with these items, very powerful damage. Blade continuing to creep, getting close to level 4 already. This could be a very strong Blade Master late game, but this oftentimes leaves not many creeps for the rest of the Orc heroes, which can be a concern. Ring of Protection found. With the mirror images, you can scout absolutely amazingly all over the map. On 1-0 side, everything looking very standard so far. DK Lich, Slaughterhouse tier 3. Question is what third hero we're gonna see. Normally against Dark Ranger, against Headhunters, the choice is Dark Ranger. We've seen Lin sometimes, when he sees a Dark Ranger, pivoting fully into Mass Wyvern. Against Mass Wyvern, Dark Ranger is very weak. But it's not easy to find the right timing for all of that. Oh, Creepjack coming in by 1-0. Coil Nova gets one easy kill. There's more Skellies here as well. And there's also Ghouls. Uh-oh. Infi getting caught with his pants down. No daytime yet. Can't go for Zeppelin yet. That means 3 Headhunters have gone down total so far this game. Against no Ghoul losses, I believe. Blade is about to be level 4, though. That's really strong. Scourge Bone Champ's also really good for him. Not good for anyone else, though, unfortunately. But really good for him. If he was to go Torrents, it would be really strong. but not many players are doing that at the moment, it seems. Finally, Ghoul going down. That is level 4 for the Blade Master. Okay. That's pretty strong, man. Blade level 4 before the first big fight. Infi, though, only at 41 supply. Will need another burrow. TC on the way. And there's a Kodo somewhere. They're getting ready for a push towards the burrows, though, and there's no reinforced defenses. Also a Kodo defenseless. Kodo could try to devour something. Shut out another level 3. But having the level 3 here is pretty annoying. The burrows will need to help in the defense. One burrow goes down very fast. Infi's lumber is so low, by the way. He could never go for reinforced. Why is his lumber so low, I wonder? Oh, Lich taking a lot of damage, but also the Headhunters here in big trouble right away. Berserker upgrade was not finished yet. Oh, Berserker upgrade finishes just as all the Headhunters are dead. That is very annoying. 1-0 steamrolling this fight so far. We also now have destroyers ready, so those could be morphed against the mirror images. Hex a little bit too late to kill the Lich here. Frost Armor is in. And there's still so many ghouls on the field. We saw Lin lately skipping the Kodos, skipping the Beastery, and rather going for Torrents. Torrents in these fights are really good against the ghouls if they get to connect. TC goes down and might be another map loss for Infi. He's 0 and 2 maps today. This could be 0 and 3. There's no Windwalk, remember! And the blade goes down. And Infi loses another map here at the 10-minute mark. 1-0. Finishes the job. Very uncomplicated. Just a good old frenzied timing. Infi wasn't ready for it. Maybe Torrents. Maybe Torrents are the way. The Kodos don't seem to be doing too much these days. Sure, the damage aura is nice, but the Torrents might work out better in the fights when you're lacking frontline, oftentimes. 1-0, of course, going into this game as the favorite, even if 1-0's recent endeavors haven't been as successful as last year. While Happy remained extremely successful at the top of the scene, 1-0 has fallen off a little bit. He's still one of the best players. He's still in the top 5 of the ELO standings, but last year in WAL and in other tournaments, it was oftentimes Happy and 1-0 passing the torch back and forth. Winning separately. Deciding the big tournaments between each other, oftentimes. Today might not quite be Infi's day. So far, 0 and 3. And tomorrow, Infi will be facing the biggest challenge out of all in this group, I guess, when Lin is playing. That also means that Lin will play all of his games tomorrow. None of the games today. Wait, so that means it's Lin versus 1-0 tomorrow, and Lin versus Xiao KK, and Lin versus Infi, and Xiao KK versus 1-0 as well. Torrents are never the way, they suck. I don't think I agree. They're difficult to incorporate in most matchups, but when you want to fight against Ghoul Frenzy at around 50 supply, they're actually pretty damn good. And if the armies grow bigger in size, then the more difficult it gets for the undead to avoid the Torrents in the fight. I actually think Torrents have a really good position right now in the matchup against Undead. I haven't seen them look really good anywhere else yet. But yeah, against Undead, I think Lin has shown quite a few good games with them. Tomorrow, we might see some more. Thank you very much, Mr. Lucas, with the resub. Less than 3, he says. Thank you. Less than 3 right back. Torrents are too big and clumsy. Yeah, on the new patch, the Torrents got a move speed buff, which was a big buff. Let's see what we get here on map number 2. Turtle Rock is the pick. And again, we get mirror images. Classic play here for the Undead. Trying to take out the turtles early. Blade almost got the last hit, but not quite. Of course, the downside of this build is you don't have Windwalk for a long time. I guess you never do. Unless you get level 8, maybe? Man, Blade Master level 8, that would be a display. Blade Master, one of the very best heroes in the game on high level. Oh, if he steals his last hit, that would be deny level 2, but he can't. Double Cloak, very unlucky for 1-2-0. Those will be sold. And 1-0 is trying to snipe the turtles here, one by one. Pick up those little items. One camp after the next. Anonymous Gifter. Gifting us up to Elden Ring Lover. Thank you. Blade Master here with a very slow creep start. 1.3 only. Needs to catch up quickly with creeps. He's got 4 grunts, so he can creep really well. Oh, but look at the read by 1-2-0. Expecting a creep there and finding the creep jack. Outstanding game sense by 1-2-0 right here. If he can steal the item, that would be perfect. Trying to get us around. The blade is hurt already. There's no heal salves. The grunt, I think, getting surrounded by his own mirror images. If Infi moved the mirror image, maybe he could save the grunt. But it's a 1-for-1. 1 grunt for 1 ghoul. Not a good trade for the orc. Man, 1-2-0 is owning Infi so far. Why won't Infi play human anymore? Nobody really knows. Oh, DK close to getting surrounded here. But my interpretation is that with human he was tryharding, trying to win every tournament, trying to be the world champion, trying to be the best player in the world. I think with Orc he's just having a more relaxed time. He's just playing for fun, not tryharding that much anymore. Oh, and I think Infi just learned something. He used the mirror image, and if you use mirror image, it cancels the healing. Cancels the heal self, cancels the clarity. So that's a bit unfortunate. DK stole another creep with a coil. Very close to level 3 now. Blade Master finally level 2. Talisman of Evasion is really good if the mirror images get focused. But normally, it's everything other than the mirror images getting focused. By the way, Infi not going Headhunters anymore, he's going Grunts. Grunts and Wyvern. Also interesting. Now we got the level 3. Oh! That's a really good surround. Infi here with a quick Overlord creep. Lots of good items here. Catgus Pipe is one of them. Lots of bonus mana now on the Orc heroes. Now again, a very creep-heavy mid-game. Both players waiting for their tier 3 upgrades before entering into the big fight. I wonder if the Wyvern could work out well here. Sometimes under this difficulty dealing with Wyvern. If there's no Fiends. It's a Dark Ranger third, and again a timing push by 1-0. Against this push, Infi died earlier. Again, he doesn't have a level 3 Shadow. That's a problem. But he is pretty close. The TC is out. Going for the shop right away. Infi should remake the shop instantly. 300 gold almost on Infi. The repair is too late. Sign from the Dark Ranger though. And the Wyvern are working out pretty well so far. Oh, Shadowhunter narrowly dodges us around. That was very close. Stomp, trying to surround the Lich. Oh, and he's got him! Lich is stuck, but he has the invuln. Looks like Infi didn't see the big invuln. That's almost a gift. Mirror images are soaking up quite a bit of damage here. Target fire by 1-0 could be looking a bit better. Oh, Blade Master now in trouble. Silence Coil Nova, but also he had an invuln. The Wyvern are putting in good damage against the ghouls. We have a Gargoyle now out to counter the Wyvern. Really good as long as there's no bats. And so far there aren't any. Coil flies, next Wyvern goes down. Grunt also falling. Lich level 3. This might be the end of the road for Infi today. 40 supply only left. Still no Shadowhunter level 3, man. It's taken so long. He did rebuild the shop early. I like that. I feel like when you play this old school Blade Master style, like one base tier 3, you really want to have reinforced defenses, and ideally also one tower in the base. It's not that expensive, really. It helps you so much to survive against the ghoul attack. The ghoul timing. Right now, doesn't seem to be the best time for Infi on the competitive level. It really looks like he hasn't mastered the Blade Master yet. It takes a lot of practice to really figure out this hero perfectly. He had been playing Farseer for the longest time. The Orb of Lightning is doing a good job now, though. Taking out some Gargs, taking out some ghouls. But now the Blade is out of mana. No mirror images anymore for the time being. Almost a 20 supply lead on 1-0. If he had a bit more lumber, he could expand quite easily. Sign of the Shadow, the Blade now in trouble, and the Blade now is dead. GG is called, and Infi loses the second game of the day as well. Disappointing day for Infi, but good day, I guess, for 1-0.